Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 7 of the Evil Genius Let's Play. So, we're picking up almost where we left off in the last episode. I have discovered two of the crime lords. Let's pause the game for a bit. So we have the Indian crime lord here. And then we have the Oriental crime lord there. And the other one was in North America and not North Africa. I don't know why I misread that. I think he's in the center bit, or he's in this one. I think it may be this one. Let me just send a bunch of minions over here to plot. Now, to capture this one, or to convince this one to come over for a visit, we need 5 valets. And this one needs 5 guards. We could actually do this one right away, I suppose. So we're going to undo this for now. Probably have to send out more minions. As a result. But let's do this. 2 minutes. Risk 2 is not particularly great. Or excessive. So we'll have them do that. Now you can't, by the way, you can't put minions into hiding when you are doing a mission. If you do, the mission will be immediately cancelled. And you definitely don't want that. You can have them on either plotting or stealing, though. It doesn't matter. So let's unpause the game. Where... You're not actually coming to pick anybody up, right? No. We can take these two. Put them there for some extra strength. That was a shift change in the control room, and I think this means that there aren't enough stations manned, maybe, but the memory banks keep the data for a while. It's to prevent interruptions. Lost a valet and a guard there, which is unfortunate, but not unexpected. We have some agents sneaking around, as usual.
Warning! High security door breached.
Yes. The security stations are manned. We still don't have all the cameras and speakers installed, but we're getting there. Oh, have you now? Well, that's fine.
Caution! Funds low.
You'll be replaced. I'm not going to stop the regular workers anymore. I'm going to stop guards, however, because they are, and other minions above worker, because they are more valuable. Okay, 20 seconds left on that. We are getting some money in.
Security door bypassed.
Stupid tourists. Once we have an excess of money, we're going to build.
Citizens of North China, this is an important party message. The secretive criminal who has for so long been controlling the Chinese underworld has finally been thrust out into the open. It is believed that he may be attending a meeting with other powerful crime bosses. This man has defied the party on many occasions, so it is your duty to apprehend the villain if you see him. The chairman demanded.
So there he is. He's going to come into the base and take his place at this table here. Lots of workers deserting because of low loyalty. I think we need to uncover some objects of interest and then steal them so that we can inspire some loyalty in our minions. Yeah. Oh dear. It's a bit unfortunate, but oh well. I think he's in this one. I also have Cuba here. But yeah. Should probably also send 5 valets. I think technicians decrease the mission time. Maybe. And valets, of course, decrease the heat so that you
Caution! Gold reserves low.
yeah, so that you don't get discovered as easily and lose as many people, and you don't get as big a heat impact. I'm pretty sure that's the case, at least. I'm going to have these come over here, and then we're going to steal a... No. We're going to steal a guard off of there. Send them over here, and these should still be plotting. Now we're going to... Oh, this was 5 valets. Alright. Okay. Never mind. Let's send these back over here. I have all of them plotting here. Hopefully we'll discover the other... Yep, so now he's taking a seat here, so he will be sitting there waiting until the other ones arrive. I also want to put in doors here and here. At the very least here, but I don't have the money for that right now. Let's try here instead. Ooh, heat went up right quick there. There was an agent popped up there. Good thing we left. Alright, let's try there for a while. We aren't really getting any money. I'm going to send a few guards and a few valets here for now to steal. And the valets, of course, when this agent disappears, I can send them here to get this crime lord. Should be good. As you might have seen here, you can have multiple security desks, and each desk is its own network. Yeah. You go away, I don't care. So you can have, and of course if a green camera sees
Caution! Funds
a
low.
tagged pawn, it will only alert minions that are in range of green speakers. And the only other option is this, which is of course disabled, no network, so they are not used at all. Okay, we found an object of interest. I don't know what they're actually called. Loot, I guess? I think it might be loot. It requires 5 workers and 5 technicians. Unfortunately, that's all the technicians I have. Maybe I want to lower this and have them be technicians instead. I'm going to need more of them later anyway. Seems I have some
Caution, cannot accommodate this many minions.
It's just because I don't have the maximum amount of minions right now. But yeah. Okay, so the guard here is gone. We could stand gaining some money though, so we're going to keep an eye on these. And as soon as trouble rears its head, we're going to vacate that. Oh, technician.
Capture tag issued.
He's going to get spotted by the camera as soon as this door opens. And all of these should, yeah, see they, as soon as he was spotted by the camera, which is what these green waves mean, by the way. As soon as he was spotted by the camera, all the minions over here, which were combat capable, they ran there with the intention of capturing him. No, I think it may be... Was he here? I don't remember where he was. He's in one of these. They're called the West Coast, Midwest, and East Coast. They aren't actually called America. I guess because the game was made in America, I guess they expected to know that this was, well, America. Maybe. Although it does include Canada, I think, and some other countries. It's not just America. It's weird. I think this may be Florida. I'm not big on geography, I'll admit. But yeah.
Prisoner interrogation order confirmed. Awaiting interrogation device selection.
To release him,
Tag removed.
should have his loyalty
Prisoner
restored.
set free.
So it's a pretty decent way to keep your minions, is to capture them, show them who's boss, etc. You know. But yeah, when you capture or when you steal an object like this, they will be brought into the base like a piece of furniture that you can move around, and they will have an aura around them that boosts attention and loyalty generally. So you want to place them. You can place them in places like these where minions work, and you saw that one of the minions here had this kind of saps
High security door
their
breached.
loyalty quite a bit, and it also saps their attention, but their attention just pauses when that goes down. They just stop working, or collapse, I guess. The drawback, of course, of that is that they will be out in the open, so to speak, and a burglar can come and take them back. And I think if... I don't remember if a burglar takes an item, if it pops back up on the map, or if it's lost forever. I think it may be lost forever. They wouldn't put it back in an similarly insecure location. They would put it somewhere more secure. So I don't think you can steal it again. Or maybe you can. I don't remember that either. But you'd prefer if that didn't happen, obviously. So you can put them in the strong room. I think they get put in the strong room by default when they are brought in. But then you can tell them to put them. You can move it to tell them to put it somewhere else instead, or wait for them to place it there. And then they will put it there. Now, of course, since I have my strong room locked at all times, they're not actually going to be able to put it in there. So it's just going to remain in the depot. Now, where is this guy? Let's take care of this guy.
Mission
I'm going
underway.
to have them plotting while doing that, just in case they
Intruder alert. Security door bypassed.
discover something else. Ah, she didn't get caught. No, she did. Okay. Kind of annoying that that it doesn't show a box like this for the enemy agents. That would have been handy. Definitely. So now, I don't know where these investigators got that heat from they had. But now they've forgotten it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, it's got about 2 minutes left on that. Oh, crud. I think these guys are going to need reinforcements, so we're going to send all of these here. Because I don't want this to fail. We're going to have to send out more minions later on. Come on. I don't think sending technicians there in shortens the duration. I don't think sending technicians there after it started
Security door bypassed.
does anything. It only counts if they are there when it starts. Will they decrease the time? Which makes sense. I mean, game-wise. I guess you could say that they need to be there for the original planning to plan the assaults. Okay, the
Warning.
agent
Security door breach.
disappeared. That's good. Alright, so we'll have 2 of the 3 pretty soon. It's very unlikely that we'll lose 10 guards when this completes.
Greetings, friends. It's total gridlock here in Delhi today. The streets are teeming with people hoping for a glimpse of Arman Krishnan, the charismatic crime boss who's come out of hiding for the first time in years to catch a plane to an unknown destination. Despite his checkered history, Krishnan remains a popular Indian folk hero for defying British colonial rule. It is not yet known where he has ventured out, but whoever he is planning to meet must be very important.
Yes, we are. Right, so I'm going to reinforce the technicians, bring it up to 5. A decent force there now. So now we'll have him arriving. Okay. Just make sure that marks that as red so I don't have to see that message. He's doing something important. Indeed he is. Okay, so he's going to take his place
Security door bypassed.
there as well. Hopefully we'll find the final one soon so we can get that done. I'm going to build a mess hall here. I think like that.
Room construction underway.
And I'm going to have one of these. Okay, it can actually be like that.
New room build order confirmed.
We need to move this
Room
there
construction unpaused.
because I want it to be more easily accessible from the armory with the cells, and I don't want it to be visible to agents who may be wandering through here as well. I think we'll unlock more stuff to put in the mess hall later, so we can probably use this space. Ah, there he is. Right. Do we have what it takes? No, we need 5 technicians, but they are on their way, so we're going to be able to do this pretty soon. Once the technicians arrive. Still have 50 minion max. But that's okay for now. We're getting a little bit low on power. Finding more acts of infamy.
Warning, high security door breached.
But we're going to do this one, of course. Just 1.5 minutes to do that. It's pretty good. There's another one taking his place. Excellent. Okay, now we can move this
Intruder alert. Security door bypassed.
to here, and I actually made this too wide,
Object will
but
be moved shortly.
oh well. I'm also going to put a time clock
Object has been
here
ordered.
because I don't want this to be manned for eating. I think that's a little unnecessary.
Warning, high security door breached.
I don't think it needs to be powered to be able to use it for interrogations, though, so that's fine. We don't want any agents in the control room, so it's good. Good for you that you turned around. Potentially have a camera here as well. Not that I can afford that right now, but I might put one there in the future. We don't have coverage.
Pacific Radio. The West Coast is abuzz with rumors that Marvin DeLuca, the reclusive crime boss, has been spotted boarding a plane at a private airfield outside Los Angeles. DeLuca is rarely seen in public since the famous Laszlo twin murders. So, whatever has drawn the Don out of his hiding must be important. Perhaps a grand meeting of crime bosses, Bill? I wouldn't like to be in a room with guys like that. All those big guns. You think they're compensating for something, Larry? Eh? Well, I must stress that Bill's views do not represent my own.
Gee, Bill, you want to get cat?
Okay, so as that mission said, we now have another crime lord who's arrived on the island, but he doesn't see things our way. So we're going to have to give him a spin to convince him. So this is the... wait. Yeah, Nikita Leonov is the guy. Oh, you are. Are you? No, you're not. Not leaving. Don't get off that easily. So, where is he? That's not him. That's just an investigator. He will show up eventually. We are going to need to get this as well. So, because I need something to help maintain loyalty a bit. So we need to send a bunch of minions here. They can be plotting while they wait for me to attend to them. Is that him? There he is. Okay. So we are going to have
Like the wind.
Jubei come over here.
Capture tag issued.
I use a many special move.
And we're going to knock this guy out. He also has a couple of swords, but he didn't have time to really do anything, which is good. Went pretty smoothly. Soldiers again. Great. You can
Tag cleared.
get out.
Prisoner released.
Yeah, I have a bit of money now, which is great. I think I'm going to have that camera put in.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Could put in another cell here as well, but I don't think I desperately need that at the moment. I think there are more crime lords. After that, at least one more. I've actually forgotten that there were more than the initial 3. What? Oh, did he finally arrive in his seat, I guess? Oh.
Intruder tagged for termination. Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
So I looked up what the difficulty settings do, and it turns out that the all they do is rebalance the minion stats and agent stats and the cost of items. So basically on hard, your minions have lower stats, a lot lower stats. The agents have higher stats, and things are more expensive.
Prisoner interrogation requested. Select an interrogation device to proceed.
Disable that.
Warning, high security door breached.
Okay, so that was close. We almost lost the control panel there, which would quite
Mission
annoying.
underway.
Just 15 seconds for that with my technicians. Pretty good. Get up to, we're going to end up at 25 notoriety.
Howdy, this is KHCR Radio, bringing you another slice of life from the good old Midwest. Apologies in advance to those of you waiting for the corn price index, as the farmers' news is being pushed down the schedules by the shocking events of today. Despite their best efforts, Patriot forces were unable to prevent the atrocity that has left the region reeling.
Intruder alert. Security door bypassed. Object move order confirmed.
Yeah, so there it is. Our first object of
Caution. Not all
interest.
object hotspots are accessible.
Your nefarious scheming may enable you to acquire valuable artifacts from around the world. Placing stolen loot around your base will impress your minions. All loot objects have circles of influence, within which various minion statistics will be replenished. Keep these valuables safe at all costs. To have them retrieved by the forces of justice would be most humiliating, and would lose you notoriety.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't want them to get their stuff back. So, did we get... Yeah, we have 5 more minions for capacity, so we're going to utilize that. This guy here is being mixed. We have a valet who's decided that he's too good for us.
Tag removed.
That should do. Don't we actually need to put him in a cell? But this should help a little bit. So it looks like this one is just loyalty, but that's fine, because that's what we had issues with. We now have that camera there. We have the soldiers are creeping around out there. Let's buy another generator.
Object has been ordered.
Oh, right. Let's
Object will be
actually move
moved
that
shortly.
camera. And we can put the
Object move order
generator
confirmed.
here. So they line up properly. Camera is covering the door most of the room anyway, so that's fine. Alright, so we did convince him. Is that it? I'm pretty sure, I think, I recall that there is one of the next one will send, I think it's the next one, will send his own minions to our island, which look like construction workers, but they're red. They have red suits. And we're going to need to take them out, which might be annoying with a bunch of soldiers. It actually looks like we have 2 groups sneaking around. But we need to kill those, and that will convince him that we convince that crime lord that we mean business, and then he
New
will come
objectives
here.
available.
You aren't notorious enough. You'll never find him. Yeah, African continent. So I don't actually know. So he's going to be here somewhere, I guess. I think he's on this one. don't know where the Nile is, actually, but it might be this one, actually. Maybe I'll look that up between episodes so I know which one of these it is, but I also don't know which notoriety level you need. I might look that up as well for simplicity. The game could just tell you that. But I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll be back in the next one to track down the final crime lords, hopefully. So, see you then.